Entitled my Sunday message, like, Let's Walk with True Mother. Some of us think what we can do, or what your leaders are doing. Don't focus on the leadership, although everything lies on the head of everything. Our head now is our true mother. And maybe you heard what is going on in our true mother. Who heard the news in Korea? Please raise your hands. I want to see if you know what's going on in our church. Very few. So, I will not talk about it, but I just want to entitle my message, Let's Walk with True Mother. The question is why we need to walk with True Mother. And this connects to our relationship to our True Mother. It connects to our faith. It connects to who we are, why we are here in this movement, and why we are calling True Mother. There is many things in this topic that can give us self-reflection. In our summit, there is a combination of first generation and second generation, but mostly second generation. In that workshop, I am thinking how God and True Mother felt if many young generation will be there, focusing only to serve and honor God, to be God's instrument, to make this country, the North America and Canada, ideal country. So I just cried. I think God's dream will be absolutely realized through these young people that would like to continue what their parents started to do. They are the hope, but they are learning still. You can see also their weaknesses. Like us, when we joined the movement, we joined when we were young. And then sometimes we made mistakes. We find our weaknesses. So I can see that for those second generation. But the other part of my heart, they are the hope that God and true parents' dream can be realized. Without them, like us, just us, without development, without children, the providence will stop. But as we believe that God is absolute God, so He will fulfill His promises in His will on earth. So our principle in our practices is absolute. Like why we are asking to witness. What is the reason? Why why true parents would like us to witness? What is the reason? Just to gain spiritual children? Just to multiply membership? What is the reason why, from the beginning, when True Father came to America, he is scolding people, witness, witness, witness. Why? Those pioneers, why True Mother, a True Father asks you to witness? Those who are in 50 years, what do you think the reason why we are witnessing? May I ask Sister Juta? Thank you. God is in control. That is Sister Judah's thinking why she is doing witnessing. And we can say it connects for the future of our children, the descendants that came from our own body. And these descendants of us can feel stability, peaceful environment, and security. That is the goal, why we would like to spread the good news to many people. But without God just teaching them the ideology to become righteous, it will never go well. Many people are righteous, but without God in the middle, it will not be stable. So that's why true father and true mother is asking us to witness. This is not because of membership, but God is dreaming for ideal that the future descendants will be in peace, secure, and don't worry, that is the goal. So for those of us that would like to walk with his goal and aim and dream, let's walk with our true mother. So that is one thing. Let's act what our true parents would like us to do. And I don't know if you hear that true father asked us to reach 30,000 membership. Who heard it? It was mentioned in 1978, if I am not mistaken. Is it 1978? 1976? Yeah, it is 1976. And our goal for 2 years is to reach 30,000. Do you believe we can make it? Who say yes? My brother, Chris. Okay, raise your hands if you believe that we will reach it before 2027. Can I see your hands? You believe. You believe. Okay. If you believe, you will walk with me to make it happen in Ohio. Because I made a mistake in our goal. I put 30,000. Oh my God, they asked me next day, "Oh, Gloria, you have a big goal, 30,000. I said, "Oh, really?" And then I never thought about this 30,000 goal of Ohio. But if our data line based membership, 219 in the list. If this 219, that is our baseline, okay, of membership in Ohio. Do you think we will make it? Yes or no? Yes. Because if we can meet 100 people a day or a week, do you think we cannot make it? Because I'm thinking, we did the religious freedom campaign. How many hours you use for that campaign? A day. And how many people you meet? 40. Even 1 hour you can meet 40 people. So I'm just thinking like that. So, and then I just want to say, let's walk with true mother in that intention. What is your dream while you are witnessing? Dream is included. And then the end result of that dream. What is the end result while you're witnessing? To make your grandkids, great-grandkids to live in safe environment. You cannot hide, even your homeschooling. Even you are homeschooling. So to protect your kids from any danger. Everything is there. Pornography is present in internet, in your own house. This is something that we need to change. That is ongoing. So let's walk together with a vision of true mother. Find God's children. Because mother is encouraging us, especially blessed families, to witness. Why? Because we would like to multiply the lineage of God. That is the difference. Other Christians is also witnessing to change life of people, but our ultimate goal as a church, or as a movement, is to change and connect our own blood lineage to God's lineage. That is the difference. So if we know our intention, why we need to walk with our true mother. This is for the absolute realization of what is the dream of God originally, when God created our first ancestors, Adam and Eve, until now. Why we are patterned in that relationship of man and woman, marriage, is carried blood from the beginning. And that is lineage. So in maintaining how we can walk with True Mother created our prayer room, the Chon Shimon. Chon Shimon is not just a habit, you just pray there. But Chon Shimon has a deep meaning for all of us. Pray, connect to the heart of God and to the heart of True Mother. Number one, prayer habit. But sometimes it's a habit. But this place is created that our heart can resonate to the heart of God. And the heart of God is longing to save His children to become connected to the original parents, and that is God. That's why this John Shimon, through Mother, created and give us this place to pray together. Not just like to pray, help me God, but to develop our internal relationship to God's heart. So that is a habit of prayer. True Mother would like us to be in that category. We have the habit of communicating and consulting God, not just like based on our own human mentality. I think we can say, oh, I don't need to go. I know everybody is praying, but praying is also discipline. It is not just saying the word of prayer, but it is our whole body that connect to God, that we can reach God's heart. That is discipline. Mind and body. Sometimes we pray, where is our mind? Oh, my daughter, my son, what is she doing? This kind of mind. But while we are praying, discipline can be created also. Focus on what you would like to ask to God and to True Mother. If you believe, that prayer is a holy communication to God and to True Mother. And that is one thing that we can understand why we need to walk with our True Mother. Because at this time, we have only True Mother. Our True Father is already in the spiritual world. And also we are asking guidance. Why we are asking help from our ancestors. Why we are trying to liberate our ancestors. Because there is a spirit that can help us also. But our True Mother encouraged us to talk to God. That's why she allowed the John Shimon to be created from Las Vegas to many states all throughout America. So Mother is training us. When she is going and transitioned, she knows that we will be connected to God and to the will of heaven. That's why from year 2023, she encouraged us to have John Shimon. So I hope everybody can align. Our topic also is alignment this week. Alignment to God, alignment to True Mother, and alignment to the leadership. Some of us is working in their own way, in their own choice. But let's align everything to the leadership of God, True Mother, and our continental director. Because we have the reason. I have the freedom to do what I want. What is freedom without centralization? Where is freedom without God and the divine principle itself? Because in the divine principle, many of us say, I love divine principle. What is the best in the divine principle? What is the best teaching that we have in the divine principle? May I ask, who is the lecturer here? Who is the lecturer of divine principle? What is the best principle that you have learned in divine principle? My brother? The best and the basic among everything.
I could say that what I see as the most important thing is that God created us to be a being that he can relate to because of our capacity to love as God loves.
Okay. Thank you. In the principle of creation, it's supposed to be like that. But what is in the principle of creation? Number one, subject and object relationship. Subject and object. That is principle. And it lies everywhere. It applies everywhere. First, our subject is God, and we are the object of God. If we believe in this principle, our action absolutely will be godly. Because we believe we are the object of God. That is the first principle. Subject and object principle. That's why in our church we say, who is your central figure? That you need to unite with your central figure. Because you know why? That central figure is the image of God, like you, as God's creation. But the most important that I learned in the divine principle is subject and object principle. That my subject is only God. I am the object of God. But as it develops God is my parent, and I am the child of God. It's supposed to be the original principle from God and Adam and Eve. No fall, that is the direct relationship of all of us to God. God and human being as parents and child. But we became disconnected. That's why we have restoration. And the first commandment of God, what is that? Huh?
God. Love God.
Love God above all. See? The same similarity with our divine principle. We call divine principle because it's supposed to be divine. That will be in us. Divine principle. For those of us to believe God, our principle is supposed to be what? Divine principle. I am correct? Huh? Or I am not correct? Because this is divine principle we always mention. I love divine principle. I join because of divine principle. But why we have so much problem? Like Christian, I believe in the Bible, but why we have division? Let's understand why we believe in the divine principle. What is the main core of the divine principle that changes our life? Is that we are good? But I think we need to reflect. That's why we need to go back to our true mother and reflect what my mother is doing for me and what I can do for my mom in my life. That is just me. That's why I entitled this, Let's Walk with True Mother. I am just here, I just want everybody to reflect because we always believe our main teaching is divine principle. That is absolutely true. But how it affects our daily life. From the beginning, we joined the church. And for our second generation, do you have any pride that you're a second generation? Raise your hands. So I just want to ask, what is your pride being born as unificationists? Kevin, would you like to answer my question? Thank you. So Kevin is saying because of the knowledge that she learned from our church and the environment that he is living, and that is true. So if you have the knowledge, you need understanding. We have the knowledge of the divine principle, but we need to understand what affects us by learning the divine principle. That is understanding. Why we are doing Honduke? Is that just knowledge that can put in our head? We need understanding. Understanding is better than knowledge in our own life. So let's understand how we can really walk with True Mother. Remember, True Mother encourages us to pray in Chunshimon. True Mother encourages us to unite with her. True Mother encourages us to gather the children of God, by witnessing. And also, but in our meeting, even we are going out witnessing, please don't forget your family, your husband, your children, your wife, even we are in the front line. I am just sharing what I experienced there in the summit, because in the summit, only talking is Reverend Damian Dunkley and Kaylee. Kaylee is our top second generation leader. She is with Reverend Dunkley, and she will be the executive director for WFWP. She is still the leader, continental leader, and she will be the executive director of UPF, WFWP, ACLC, and YSP. So she is the leading second generation for now. So for our second gen, I encourage you to study more who is True Mother, what is our church tradition, and what you can do to give joy to God and to our true parents, to our True Mother especially. And also I would like to remind everyone that our True Mothers grandchildren is on the front line at this time. Shin Hul, I don't know if I pronounce the name properly, and Shin Hung. They are in the tour. So let's reflect individually. I hope everyone can reflect how we can walk with True Mother in our own way, in our own personal relationship to our True Mother. So that's my message, and I would like to read a Bible verse. This is what I want to say, mother and child. My daughter is complaining why I did not put me and her in the picture. But I just want you to think that you're holding the hands of our True Mother as a little child, not an adult, but a little child. How we can walk with our mom with joy, with innocence, with pure mind that I will just follow my mom, without questioning. That's I just want to give that kind of mind set for that child and mom. And I want to mention this Bible reading. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Because sometimes we are asking proof or logic. But I want to encourage walking with God often means moving forward in obedience. Like in our pledge, number 8, absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. And from that time, today is June 1st, 2025, a new day, and I want everybody, if you have something in your mind, negativity, let's all forget that, and let's start a new beginning so we can continue until the end of this year with that set of mind that we will walk with True Mother. And I want to share that our goal for this time is 3,000 active membership. But let's goal that we can meet 3,000 new people from now on. For those who promise that we will achieve 30,000 goal. So that's just my small reminder or short reminder for everybody. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So that is absolute obedience, absolute faith, and absolute love. That number 8, family pledge. So, thank you, my brothers and sisters, and please, from now on, we will work together again, but we are raising second generation to be the leader in the future. So, let's prepare our state to welcome missionaries also, because they will send missionary in Ohio, but we need to prepare housing for our missionary. And we need to welcome them by our second generation also to be there. So I think that's it for this morning. What is the next in our program?